Can she hear? She can't hear when you're talking, can she?
Yes,
well, she can
because
because it's a.
we're having a conversation.
Yeah, but it's through the headphones, though.
What?
It's through the headphones.
What are you talking about?
Are you mad? Are you,
do you
were you dropped as a child? Do you understand how speakerphones work?
Oh, she can.
Wow.
And welcome to yet another episode of the Three Speech Podcast, coming to you on the hottest day of the year. I am the mad lad at Jihan, flanked as ever by controlled opposition.
Zip zap, get vaxxed, get boosted.
The Bajan sensation got through the COVID fears, and he is now in Barbados, hopefully documenting his time there and making us a travelogue, which we're waiting with anticipation.
A travel lodge.
Yeah, travel lodge. That over there is where I killed one kitten. That's where I learned how to take penalties with dogs' heads.
Yeah.
That's where the machetes are sold.
Oh, yeah, so in case you don't know, that's a reference to
NICO's animal abuse rights.
That's right.
And the voice you're hearing right now is none other than the vanilla Regrilla. Mooch about time. It's Mooch, baby. Producer extraordinaire.
How are you guys?
Good. Well, we've been waiting an hour and a half in the heat, so...
Yeah, it's messed up my busy schedule.
Yeah, and our busy schedule. But
Yeah.
first of all, before we do this, listen, if you haven't already, like and subscribe.
No. Join the Patreon.
Well, I was about to go there. Like and subscribe is the absolute minimum you can do, and or give us a review on Spotify or something.
Yeah.
But if you have money to burn, and let's face it, you do, join our Patreon for loads of exclusive benefits. The Patreon-only episode where we get progressively more mashed and reveal stuff that we shouldn't reveal and our partners don't know. Then they've subscribed to the Patreon episode.
What
and
if,
they said,
what if your wife subscribes?
Well, we'll find out.
well, when
Unless she
did try to join, I blocked her.
Really?
Yeah, I said,
I want that money. I want that money. What tier was she on?
She tried to join the cheapo £4 tier.
Oh, no, she's got to pay 20. If you're going to destroy your marriage over this,
Yeah.
it's got
at
to be
least
20 quid.
£20 a month.
Yeah.
No, £8, all right.
Yeah, £8 for Darius to destroy his marriage. That's okay. That's £2 each.
Yeah.
That'll get you some. You can get like half a can of special blue.
Listen,
for when you're homeless.
Oh, we need. So there've been some suggestions that we should be drinking Buckfast as well. We should do a Buckfast gash bomb.
The thing with Buckfast, if anybody's watching from America or England or a civilized country, there's this thing in Scotland that's very popular. It's Buckfast
not
tonic
just in
wine.
Scotland.
It's mostly Scotland. It's hugely popular in Scotland. It's banned. The village where I grew up is banned because basically it's this tonic wine. It's for old people to have a little nip.
Is it like sherry?
So it's got
fortified wine.
fortified.
What's sherry?
So it's got sugar in it. But Buckfast, they put in loads of like taurine and caffeine and stuff like that. So you drink it and you're hammered. You drink 2 bottles, you're absolutely hammered. But there's so much stuff in it that you're still running about causing trouble when you should be lying down and sleeping.
That's called a turbo gash. If you have,
Yeah, I think we're onto something if we go with we get a gash bomb.
Should we have a gash
Oh
bomb?
Start
god!
off with a gash bomb.
Oh yeah, and Buckfast. My brother went to. It's brewed by monks at Buckfast Abbey in Devon, and my brother went and did the tour.
Did he?
Yeah, we should do that as a Patreon special.
I don't want to go to Scotland.
No, it's in Devon.
Listen, we've got some.
Okay.
We have some exciting Patreon-only episodes coming up. If you just donate a little bit more money, so we can actually afford to do them. Here are our ideas. We're going to sign up to BetterHelp, which is an online therapy service, which I am a member of. But we're going to set up. We're going to have a fake profile. We're going to do a live therapy session where we just say the most fucked up shit that you suggest in real time to the therapist. See how they deal with that. We're going
It's going to be like Impractical Jokers, but with sort of personal issues and us three.
Man, you know what my best ever video sketch idea that I never did was to go to a job interview, but just answer the questions truthfully.
I did.
Just don't lie about them and just really just answer. Like, why do you want this job? Obviously for the fucking money. What do you think I want the job for? The money?
Yeah.
I said that in an interview and got the job once. So
Did you?
yeah, because they're like, what are you supposed to say?
Leo only gets jobs, right, because he's tall.
That's not true.
It is true. I remember Leo used to tell me he was
Although
getting
one
jobs.
time
show
I went for a job at the council and I went and I ate a banana in the interview and I got the job and they said
That's
afterwards they were impressed.
You took a banana out mid-interview?
Yeah.
Wow, they were like, this is our disability quota. That's that autism word.
Candidate obviously has autism.
Maintaining eye contact while I bite it.
Oh,
Were you just sucking it like?
I just ate it. I'm hungry.
I used to work at Transport for London, who, by the way, listen.
I worked at Transport for London as well.
Yeah,
I got fired by them.
So did I. We've gone over this.
We both got fired from Transport for London. Me, because I was selling freedom passes, and I don't know what.
Me, because I was shit. I was just lazy and shit.
But anyway, the best thing was that Transport for London actually is a good employer to work with. If you're, I hate them, but if you work for them, they're like really, they're good. Anyway, one time, this guy, like middle-aged guy, quite tall, turned up, and he was in like resplendent suit. Yeah. And he was just walking around, and that's the new guy. So we all thought like he was the manager, the new boss, right? And everyone was giving him like, oh, excuse me, can you know? It turns out he was a temp, right? But he was like really like majorly autistic, but he looked so professional that for like a whole month, everyone thought he was the manager. So they realized that he couldn't do anything. And then he started just like, he had even less social skills. So like he would literally just walk up to women in the office to like grab them. And at first they thought.
Is that why they thought it was management?
Yeah, that's why they thought it was management. And then when they realized he wasn't management, then the women started complaining, wait a minute, he's not even.
How am I going to get to the top if you are at the bottom already?
Yeah. It was unbelievable. We're having a guy. Man. I only brought the gash bombs in that time just to show our idea, and now I feel like I've fucking consumed more gash bombs within.
Yeah. We're eating all the profits. This is like. This is like, you know, when a drug dealer starts doing too much of the drugs.
Getting high on your own supply.
We're getting high on our own supply.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, also, just so you notice, we started off with Absolute vodka, and now this is just progressively getting worse. This is just vodka, no name. It is what it is.
It's from Sainsbury's own brand vodka.
So basically, it was Russian standard, but they've had to rebottle it.
Yeah. All right, let's try.
I was going to say.
Whoa.
To be fair.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, shout out before I forget.
Oh my god.
That's really bad.
No, that's what I was going to say. Like, I was going to say, before I did that, it doesn't matter. This is a great thing about gash bombs. It doesn't matter what spirit you're using. You can't taste it, but that fucking vodka tastes a lot worse than what we had last week.
Well, it's not that smooth. Nice warm vodka on the hottest day of the year. Nice warm generic own brand vodka.
To the patrons who have signed up to the MOOCH or the Hussein tier, i.e. the 20. Yeah, I named one directly after him because he promised to pay more money.
Hussein actually signed up to the Hussein tier.
I know.
I feel bad because, like, you know, that's an expensive one.
I'm going to get her some money back for the Patreon stuff, the local stuff. And I've said
did she sign up to locals as well?
Yeah.
Hussein is a fucking legend.
Yeah. And then she comes to Vauxhall for free.
My kids through college.
She can drink here for free, even though I don't think she drinks.
If there's any...
Well, she can drink water, Diet Cokes, whatever she wants.
And if there's any Mormons or Muslims watching, like, you can come and drink for free at Mooch's Club.
Yeah. Well, it's not even
as long
mine,
as you
but
don't
I
drink.
just have access to the bar, and I will.
So are we sticking with those tiers for names? We're not going to change them now. Now that we've honoured our patrons, because we were thinking like we'd do that as an honorary title, like because we respect them.
I think it's good.
But now we might move it to Ambrosia tier, Al Vance tier, Air Force One tier.
I think we'll do it. Maybe we'll change it every 4 months, like the season. So like we'll have a little changing of the guide. There'll be a little joke that we can do, and yeah. But yeah,
I just want to say before we forget, if you signed up to those tiers, I've either contacted you about the £20 about sending you the gash bombs, or I've actually sent you the gash bombs. Lexi, she got them. You did tag us on Instagram. No one checks your Instagram, so please do it again so we can share the pictures and tell us if you like them.
It's nice getting tagged on Instagram.
I'm off social media at the moment, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I went off social media and you guys bullied me.
I mean, I should probably come back on just to post the thing.
It was real life bullying, not cyber bullying, because you weren't on social media. Now we're back to bullying you on social media. We got a present as well from a patron.
Jesus Christ.
Can I open it?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, hang on.
It does look suspiciously like a bomb.
Who's this from?
This is from Paul. Paul Yoward, who's
Paul Chowdhury,
good friend.
He got attacked recently.
Oh yeah, Paul Chowdhury, comedian Paul Chowdhury got attacked in his car. I bet he's got a nice car. I don't think it was
a Tesla.
Is it a Tesla?
Tesla, and the best thing about Tesla, he's got footage from all the angles, so you can see them.
Oh, is it?
Attacking from like the side.
Oh, have you seen the footage?
I've seen the footage.
How do you see the footage?
But he sent it to me.
Oh, right. Well, can we put it on the?
Well, I was going to,
we probably
but
can.
he explicitly asked me to delete the footage.
Yeah, but we'll just do it.
What can you show me?
I actually deleted the footage.
Oh, you.
Well, because one day he might come as a guest on our
podcast. You can go to deleted parts on your iPhone. It'll be fine.
Darius
is what?
If you go to deleted things on your iPhone.
It's on WhatsApp.
Darius is the sort of person who'd like get Monica Lewinsky.
Let me tell you one thing about
Monica Lewinsky's dress watch.
One thing about me
Shut
is
up, fucking talking. One thing about you.
Well, I was going to say one thing about me is I like to stay loyal to some people who are loyal to me. And then before I betray them, so he asked me to do it, so I deleted it.
Right. So Paul has made an editorial note on this because apparently we say. How long have we done? We say that a lot.
Yeah.
Which, if you're
after 5 minutes,
I say that during sex a lot.
Yeah. If we say that, it sounds bad for people listening.
Does it?
So instead of that, he says, "This pod, have we said all we want?" Which is a better way of phrasing it.
Yeah, but how long have we done? This pod, have we said all we want to say?
Have we said? So this is
no, but I think we need to explain to Paul that we are putting in the bare minimum of effort.
No, we're putting in a bit of effort. What the hell?
Yeah, I've been here for hours. I put more effort into this than
Holy shit.
So this is a kitchen timer and clock.
Ooh, it's an actual thoughtful present.
It's a thoughtful present.
So we stopped saying how long have we done.
So we stopped saying that.
But now I'm just going to say, look at the clock. Look how long. Leo's already broken it.
There's batteries.
Pro cell.
Batteries included as well. Well, thank you very much, Paul.
Fucking loads of batteries.
Brand name batteries as well.
And there's batteries already in it because, look, it's on.
Jesus Christ, that looks quite cool.
So it says...
But we've already done 16 minutes, 56 seconds.
No, that's not what it means.
No, we've actually done 15 minutes, 14 seconds.
And this is brand new because it's still got the plastic on the screen.
Peel it off. Hang on. Bring it, let's close up and peel it off and do an ASMR so we can hear it.
This is an unboxing.
But do it to the mic.
Do it to the mic.
One of life's small pleasures.
Yeah.
Like
your penis.
See. But the only thing that is...
You hear my joke?
Big. Yeah, it wasn't... It was my penis.
Sorry,
Darius said one of life's small pleasures, and I said, like your penis.
Well, how would you know it was a pleasure, Leo, unless you've been on my penis?
I've read the posts on Mum's Net.
Yeah.
you motherfucker. Do you want to turn it around so we can see, so everyone can see?
Yeah, I can't see it.
All right, Leo,
put it on there.
That now joins the ambrosia custard.
Yeah. So it goes on the ambrosia custard.
There you go.
What we can also do is...
Thank you, Paul Yarwood. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul.
When the edits happen, they can see the timestamps. So you know on that... you know on that Simpsons episode where he gets it's the gummy bear
Venus de Milo.
Yeah.
What happens in that one?
Like it's kind of like a...
Me Too moment.
Yeah, a Me Too moment, and there's like a TV crew who are quite out to get him, and they edit what he says, but there's a clock behind it, and you kind of see the times on the clock change. It goes, I touched her body.
That's what they said. Actually, I'm going to use that in my show. That's what they said I did about...
Can.
Yeah, sweet can.
Sweet can.
Anyway, what else has been happening? So thank you for joining up to the Patreon. It's actually quite good. We've got a lot of content on there. I've uploaded my special.
I feel like this is like watching a street performer. All we've done is talk about...
But what do you want to talk about?
We've got loads of stories.
Well, let's do the stories then.
Let's do some stories.
What makes you think we're any better than street performers? We are online street performers. We're juggling a can. Give us to our online can of Patreon.
Yeah.
Half an hour of people talking about what they're going to do. And then
Oh yeah, I hate it when you see street performers.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. So there's...
And then when they do it, it's really shit.
Yeah, it is really shit. So
Eddie Izzard was a street performer.
Was he?
So was Mark from Top Secret.
Oh yeah, I've seen him perform. I think he still sometimes does it. The man, they make loads of money as well.
Yeah, street performers, you think they're poor and you look down your nose on them, but actually they're fucking loaded because they do a show every hour on the hour, no tax, cash, and they're getting like £100 at least a show minimum if they're decent.
At Covent Garden getting loads
you had to have a license to do it.
Yeah, so
probably.
So Eddie Izzard was the director of all the street performers in Covent Garden.
Well, before he was a comedian.
Yeah, before he was a comedian. Then he became a comedian. And then that's why Mark's good friends with Eddie Izzard.
Oh.
And then Mark from Top Secret. Then Eddie Izzard left and Mark became that guy. And then Mark started the comedy club after that.
So who's it now? Who's the next person who's going to make it big?
There was another street performer comedian called Pete Dobson.
And there's also Quinn. What the fuck is it? Really, really...
with the long hair.
I don't know if he's got long hair. Mates with Bertram.
I don't know.
But yeah, really
him,
really funny comedian as well.
I assure you, listeners, you also won't know him. It's a good thing, right?
Quinn Beasley, is it?
Yeah.
But anyway, Reddit have banned the term groomer.
Groomer.
Yeah, they say it's an anti. So groomer is basically used to describe anybody who's
groomer.
Say you got a drag queen story hour going into primary schools to with their bulges and saying children need to be taught to open their legs, which happened this week at a drag queen show for families. Yeah, they said children need to be taught to open their hearts, open their minds, and open their legs. And obviously it's meant as a joke because drag queens do jokes like that when they're doing their late night adult shows. But this is in front of little kids. You know what I mean? So it's not really appropriate, even though it's a kind of funny joke. And I'd normally defend a funny joke, but kids. And this is the whole thing with the whole drag queen story hour thing. It's like kids. Just do it for adults, not kids. But yeah, so the term for anybody who goes into schools and tries to manipulate the kids into thinking they're trans, basically, turbo nonsense.
But then also BBC journalists, not journalists, BBC radio presenters.
Yeah,
so that could be a term for them, or some gangs as well. You're banging on about these gangs, aren't you?
The grooming gangs. Yeah, the biggest scandal in British modern history, thousands.
Working class girls.
Oh, the working class girls, though, so nobody cares.
They're not white, non-binary.
Yeah. It's like the Guardian barely mentioned it, and their article didn't have pictures of the mugshots, didn't mention the obvious thing that we know it's like the Pakistani Muslim background.
We've discussed this before. But then, you look at the Edinburgh coverage of the Guardian, it's all like these female comedians, or fucking non-binary or whatever the fuck, but female really, and they're all going, oh my god, I suffered so much with there was grief because my hamster died, and one time somebody tried to chat me up and he was slightly drunk and a bit of Dorito came off his lip and went in my mouth. And actually, that is disgusting.
That is disgusting. Yeah, I'd be traumatized. I'd rather somebody put their finger up my ass.
What flavored Dorito would be worse to come flying out of someone's mouth?
Cool Ranch.
Into your Cool Ranch, tangy cheese,
or
chili heat wave.
Tangy cheese.
Tangy cheese, yeah.
Tangy cheese. You don't want cheese. Because tangy cheese, you're like, is that tangy cheese or is that their tangy cheese?
Nah, Cool Ranch.
Interesting
Cool Ranch is a point. You got a point with that because Cool Ranch, it'd be like, it's like a clean flavor, but it's dirty. So you got that horrible dissonance.
You know what some people do? They get Cool Ranch, they grind it up, they put it in peppers, grind it, and they use it as seasoning on their food.
Yeah, they're called prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I saw some good prison food.
Yeah, it is. It's prison food. I saw a little video clip of a guy who basically was in prison, but now it's how he cooks for his family. He has his prison food recipes, and he's. Is it wrong that I feed my kids prison food? But it looks quite good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like those. Do you remember there was those BuzzFeed food things?
Yeah.
And it was just more cheese, more bacon, just
Joe Borden.
Right, yeah.
Did that for
And George Egg cooking stuff in a travel lodge, so cooking a slice of bacon on an iron and
Did I tell you about my Christmas?
Cooking eggs in the kettle and whatever. I've cooked sausages in a kettle in a travel lodge.
What Christmas is it where they put a fucking carp in the bath again?
Eastern Europe, but also I think
was that your girlfriend or something?
It was a girl I was shagging, yeah.
Oh yeah, and you used to eat bath carp.
No, I never ate it. I ate her carp, but not.
He means a vagina.
What was his name?
He means his anus.
So Reddit have banned the term groomer.
Yeah. Well, listen. Back on track, Nico. Leo. Good point.
Nico.
Yeah, they all look the same to me.
He went to Gash Bomb.
Tall people. I thought you said you weren't having any.
Yeah, I know, but
all right, we'll do another Gash Bomb. While you're talking about this is the thing, right?
What is
you can tell us what to say, but you can't tell us what to think. Okay, we won't call them groomer on Reddit, but we fucking know what they are. Turbo nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, the real question is, if you're a drag artist, why do you want to perform in front of children?
Yeah.
That should be the question. If I was a drag artist, I want to perform in front of fucking adults with money I would not want to go in and perform. Why? I want to fucking...
I know drag artists, and they're like, why the fuck are these people wanting to perform in front of children? It's like, that's going to, cramp your style and stuff. I know, gay guys who are like, I don't want kids at Pride. It's like, what the fuck?
I was on GB News. They let me back on the other day, and I did a bit of
what show were you on? Free Speech Nation?
Free Speech Nation.
How did it go? I watched a bit of it.
Yeah, it's good. I was good.
Yeah, Andrew said you did well.
Why are you wearing sunglasses?
that look cool.
Okay.
You know what I thought? Honestly,
Don't look cool. You honestly look like somebody with Down syndrome.
No, you know why?
Disneyland.
Listen, I agree with you. Actually, I do look.
You
like
look like you've just been banned off
Listen,
Reddit.
I agree with you. That I look like
going into court, towel over your head.
All right, here's my thinking.
Traditional dress.
Here's my thinking. I think if people see a thumbnail and they see like an image, and they remember it, like, oh, that's a character, I'm gonna click on that. As opposed to if they just see your generic, and you say you change your thing every time, they see the thumbnail, they see, oh, glasses, it kind of resonates with them. It's a bit different. We'll see if it. Gash Bond's going to my head. Also, I think it looks cool.
You know the new word that that people are using now that Reddit has banned groomer?
No.
Predator. I did Reddit because Reddit editors are called Redditors, so it's Predator.
That's a good one.
It's funny. Also, it's true because wasn't there's loads of nonsense that were Reddit.
Oh yeah. One of the main things. Well, Ghislaine Maxwell, if you don't know, was the most senior mod on Reddit.
What?
You didn't know this story?
Ghislaine Maxwell was the most senior mod on
Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, actually, this links into a few stories.
This isn't some moon landing 9/11 bullshit.
This links into a few stories. So Ghislaine Maxwell, famously,
Ghislaine.
the agent provocateur and side piece of Epstein, and she didn't kill herself yet.
We know who she is.
Anyway, she had the top Reddit account controlled over about. So the way Reddit works, subreddits, i.e. I like football, are Reddit football, right? Each has like 1 million subscribers. It dictates the course of conversation on the internet.
Right.
She was controlling the conversation, and she had one of the highest. What's going on outside?
With someone downstairs.
Well, these fucks. She had the highest Reddit account with the most like power to dictate the course, ban people and stuff than any Redditor, right? And then as soon as it was posting up until the day she got arrested, and then it's not posted ever since.
Was it definitely her?
And that's what people are saying. It's a big.
It sounds like some Pizzagate bullshit, right?
Google Ghislaine Maxwell.
I was hoping.
Let me do this Gash bomb first.
Okay, I was hoping for some more concrete evidence than that.
That is concrete. How much concrete evidence do you want?
Well, quite a lot. Fucking try taking that to fucking court. Huh?
I don't even have any vodka. Give me some. Anyway, Ghislaine Maxwell is
my God, never get Sainsbury's own vodka.
Yeah, can't you buy us good vodka?
Why didn't you get the fucking vodka one week?
Remember when worked for
oh, that was it. You know what? So Darius's wife worked for
Pernod Ricard.
So one of the big drinks companies. So they got like Glenfiddich and all this sort of stuff. And man, she was getting like, I remember she'd give me like, a bottle of whiskey, like, 15-year-old, 18-year-old whiskey, like just single malts, like amazing stuff
Mm.
that I'd never buy because I'm tight. But I just drink the Sainsbury's vodka. Yeah. But Darius had like a 40-year-old bottle of whiskey, and he was mixing it with Coke. Like not even to be funny, just like
I don't like the taste of it's fucking off. Why am I drinking 40-year-old whiskey? I want it a box fresh, man.
It's not chicken breast.
It was disgusting. Anyway,
milk.
It tasted like smoked foot.
Smoked foot.
Yeah, she worked for Pernod Ricard. It was great. We had entry to all clubs and everything. But it's interesting. So Ghislaine Maxwell definitely was a Redditor, and she controlled the story. But before I forget, what we should do is we briefly touched on it, the different flavors of the burritos. What are the top tier crisps in the world?
Quavers.
Whoa.
Quavers?
I like Quavers.
Quavers are fucking Tesco value fucking crisps, man.
I like Quavers.
Well, you liking wrong.
I don't really like crisps, though. So I'm not that...
Well, that's a lie.
Yeah, I don't.
Even with my sunglasses on, I can see.
I like other shit. I like eating your mum's pussy.
Yeah. Well, that's got no calories.
Exactly. That's why I like Quavers.
What would you say? What would you do to top? Oh, fucking Leo's got the most. Tell me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. Ready salted is the most boring, shittest flavor of crisp you can get. That's your favorite, Leo.
It's the gold standard. It's kind of there, but you're not going to get rich off it.
You can taste the potato.
Yeah.
I don't want to taste all these fucking powders that people have put on the crisp.
I do.
I
want to taste the potato.
Gash bomb crisps.
Gash bomb crisp. No, I don't think. If you put gash.
Yeah, don't think.
You know the nicest crisps I ever had was Aldi's red wine and beef, and then they discontinued them, and to this day I've been searching for that beefy, winey hit.
Wasn't that a UB40 song?
Red wine
and beef.
Crisps.
I think the best
Aldi.
The best crisps are Tyrrells, but we're giving all these crisp brands a free advert. We should give an advert to Thor Holt, who said he'd transfer us some money.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Thor Holt, we still don't know what you do, but I think I understand what you do now.
Just read what he said.
I'm going to read what he said.
Yeah, I'll say what I think he does, and then you read what he says.
All right, you have to go first.
If you have a real job and you're actually listening to this and not on universal credit, if you've said something inflammatory or done some stupid shit at work, which you probably have,
if you have a job.
If you have a job and you're imminently about to get fired, Thor Holt is some sort of lawyer or some shit.
He's not a lawyer.
He's not a lawyer.
He was very keen to stress that he's not
very
a lawyer.
keen
He was
to
disbarred a few years ago. So
His name's not Lionel Hutz, yeah? That's not what he does. He's not an attorney at law. But what he will do is help you fucking get your job back, make money if you're doing something. And basically, all we ask you is just email him at whatever Leo's going to read the email address and just say, I'm interested in your services, and then go cold so we can get the money. That's all we're asking. It was a tiny... I mean, I'm going to do it anyway as well, but you do it as well.
I mean, we probably need to after releasing some of these. If anyone gets hold of the Patreon episodes, we're gonna need Lionel Thor.
You know what? Gash bombs are really good, man.
It's like drugs.
No, is that vodka?
No, the vodka's disgusting, but the gash bombs are actually themselves are really good.
Man, you do a gash bomb with a 48-year-old Macallan whiskey.
Yes,
I did actually.
That sounds amazing.
Okay, and I was just taking. I didn't even drink. I was just like, oh, do you want some 20-year-old bottle of champagne? There you go.
Well, shall I read out the thing that Thor said, and then and then we can show the video of Rachel Levine being a groomer.
Go on then.
Anyway, so this is it. Oh, fucking somebody's phoning me.
Who is it?
It's Rebecca Packdale.
Oh, answer.
Well, I'm doing Bug Jam.
Yeah, but answer it.
All right.
Answer, put it on the thing.
Put it on. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello, are you driving?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm calling you on a business call.
One eternity later.
Enjoy your podcast. I'm
Thank
sorry for
you.
interrupting.
We accept your apology.
Bye.
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 Actually, can she hear? She can't hear when you're talking, can she?
Yes,
well,
she can
because it's a.
We're having a conversation.
Yeah, but it's through the headphones, though.
What?
It's through the headphones.
What are you talking about?
Are you mad? Were
mean?
you dropped as a child? Do you understand how speakerphones work?
Oh, she can.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I thought she couldn't hear it like we can hear it.
She was talking to you. She was answering.
I was hearing it through the microphone. I thought she was hearing it through the headphones or some shit.
God, you're stupid.
I didn't.
Man, what do you think you'd be doing if comedy didn't exist, Darius?
Stacking shelves.
I wouldn't. Would you trust him to stack a shelf?
No.
That is...
You know what? I got a
real
job.
stolen shit.
I used to work in finance. I used to work for Citibank.
What, in 2007?
Yeah, it was actually in 2000.
I was a risk analyst.
But the worst thing was, I was working in New York, and they were so stupid because I basically I had two monitors, right? And I had spreadsheets or whatever on them, and in the bottom corner I had the Arsenal football score live updated, and my boss thought I was working so hard because I remember he's telling someone else, "Wow, man, you need to be more like Darius," because I sit really straight because of my back, right? And he's like, "He's always there, he's on time, and he's so into it. I've seen him. He's literally been banging the desk in frustration." It's because I was like, "These fucking guys that scored a game, just like shit Arsenal." I was like, listen, what I've learned about a real job is if you just turn up and don't do anything, that's fine.
Yeah. That's the beauty of and working from home is killing that.
Yeah.
It's killing that because they're getting rid of the presenteeism. I just surfed on presenteeism for the whole thing. Put a suit on, turn up, that's most.
Maybe molest some staff like that TFL intern.
That middle-aged TFL intern.
But anyway, shall do the Thor Holt sponsorship
let's
thing?
finish the Thor Holt sponsorship.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really started it yet. So this is the thing. So it says he's not a lawyer. He's not a lawyer.
He's not a lawyer.
So it says, meet Thor Holt, a bearded Viking who gave me £10 worth of Bitcoin, now worth 10 fucking pence. I think it's worth about £4 at the moment. Thor tells a Christmas cracker of a masturbator story. FFS, he still can't spell wanker though. Spoiler alert, Thor comes blood at the climax. Very festive. This isn't like any advert I've seen before.
I think my advert was better.
Yeah.
Just read the text. Get the money.
Read what he said.
Thor's a free speech absolutist and provides pro bono, aka free, advice to victims of cancel culture over at Toby Young's Free Speech Union. I'm doing something with Toby Young soon.
We also give free advice on free speech.
yeah.
Whether you want it or not is another thing.
If you want to get cancelled from your job, we can make that happen. If you just use the term groomer.
Tell him to go fuck himself. Why? So what? Says fuck you. Fuck you.
But it says, but Thor is not a lawyer. He's just a dude who'll listen and talk you off the ledge when the shit hits your fan.
Can I just say that Thor's message that he's wrote is like when you like dealing with like kids who are being like kicked out of school. And, hey man, let's rap.
They turn the chair around.
Yeah.
How can I reach these kids?
Yeah.
Cap on backwards. Hey, three speechlessness. Let's rap.
Let's do some body popping together.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, don't have a fight. Let's have a dance off.
When you have the rap stick, is when you can let your emotions out through the rap.
Zip
zap.
Do you want to rip the piss out of the one person who's willing to give us money to sponsor the channel some more?
Yeah, I do.
All right,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
£100 isn't enough to not let me take the piss out of him. And that's how little it costs to sponsor the free speech.
If you want us to eviscerate you personally, we can do it for money. So it continues. When Thor isn't supporting Free Speech Union members in the eye of a shit storm, does he mean a shit storm?
He means racist.
He doesn't mean a storm that's like, he helps.
Have you been overtly racist at work?
He helps business owners sort their shit out. Does he have an anal obsession, Nico? For example, I didn't add that. That's written down. Okay. For example, an SME, I think that's a small medium enterprise, facing 20% redundancies, worked with Thor, and within 4 months had gone bust.
Did he say that?
No. No, within 4 months landed £20.4 million. I didn't see the million was on another line. I was
Holy
like, man,
shit.
24 pounds.
I apologize for everything I just said.
20.4 million pounds of new contract value, avoided the redundancies and secured a 10-year project pipeline. Thor is also trusted by owners looking to bring in investment or exit their business, and he'd love to hear from you, whether you need his help or just want to have a laugh because you're obviously a cool fucker or you wouldn't listen to us three speech guys on our soon-to-be #1 podcast. So FFS, download us on iTunes and leave us a review. Thor wrote that. Thor wrote that. So even if you don't want his professional assistance at the moment, get in touch because he values free thinkers with GSOH. That's you, and mention Free Speech Podcast. I've got to read out the thing. At Thor_Holt for both Instagram and Telegram. Telegram means he's anti-vax. Oh, that's just getting his
we haven't said him anti-vax yet.
Or connect with him on
anti-vax.
Connect with him www.linkedin.com/in/Thor Holt.
So basically, we don't know what service he's selling, but he does want friends. So if you can message him,
I have no idea,
and follow him on Instagram or on Telegram. And if you just want to say the vaccine doesn't work, it does work, definitely. Even though the CDC have changed their guidelines as of July the 18th, yesterday, to not say anything about the vaccine use on the cruise ships because they were all vaccinated. It's still getting mega
tell
COVID.
Us this story.
Okay, well, so the story is, the CDC, the people who make all the rules, have said, listen, we're not going to do what we're saying about vaccine guidelines on cruise ships because it's making us look shit when we're having a whole ship of vaccinated people still somehow miraculously getting COVID. So it kind of makes the vaccine not work. That is the story. What are you doing, Leo?
Well, I forgot to reply to this guy, and it's like...
what guy?
It's a...
worse than Nico.
The calling.
All right, well, it's a lot of money.
Oh, is that okay?
Is it more than £100 from Thor?
Yeah.
Oh.
What else have we got to do?
There's a Rachel Levine
Okay,
video.
but hold on. We didn't finish the best crisps.
Oh, Tyrrell.
Tyrrell. All right, cool.
They are the best.
Pringles.
Although, funnily enough, I read a thing that said that Tyrrell were sold to... So there was this farmer who had all these potatoes and he didn't know what to do with them, so he sliced and made crisps, but then he sold it to this like conglomerate or whatever the fuck, and they changed. They wanted to cut corners, so they used a different type of potato. But I still think they're the best crisp because kettle chips are too greasy, and also the oil sometimes goes off, and you get a bad. You ever had a bad bag of kettle chips?
No, the oil goes off.
The oil goes rancid.
Well, oil can go off.
Oil can totally go off.
Really?
Rancid oil.
Yeah, that is something I didn't know.
Google rancid oil.
Google rancid oil.
I'm not making it up.
But while we're talking about farmers, let's talk about the Dutch farmers and the Sri Lankan farmers who were protested. So I did a little bit of research because I thought, this is the kind of shit we talk about.
Can go off.
Yeah.
So basically, what's happened is these Sri Lankan farmers, the reason why they're all fucking rioting and going mental
family, yeah,
is because they've been told that they can no longer use a certain fertilizer. And they've been told this because it's bad for the environment. So this is part of climate change, and we're thinking about others and the climate friendly. And
all this fucking climate change bollocks is just an excuse for fucking corporations and governments to take control and push forward what they want. It's not to fucking help the fucking planet.
And take their land, take their money. And who's the biggest person right now buying loads of fucking farmland in the world? Who's the biggest?
William Gates.
Oh, it is in fact William Gates.
I would have also gone for Nancy Pelosi.
No, listen, I'm following Nancy Pelosi on Twitter. Nancy Pelosi stock picker, right? I'm not lying. Nancy Pelosi is a genuine Twitter. If you follow it, you just get exactly the same trades as her. And if you follow it, you are going to be fucking minted. I'm already up by about 10%. I mean, 10% of 10p is about £1, but it's still fucking good if I had actual money. But you'll be up by loads. She's just ridiculous. But yeah, so these people are going mad. And I was watching this video from Sri Lanka, and they were interviewing this woman. And it was so funny because she was like, I was in the thing, man, they had the air conditioning on. And I just fucking like, that's amazing. She goes into her palace like, these fucking guys have got air conditioning on.
No, but the reason why she was so upset is because they don't have electricity.
Yeah.
Like in the villages, they got 5 hours electricity, and they rock up and they've got air conditioning and swimming pools and shit like that. And it's like, this is crazy. It's one rule for one people, and another for the other. It's the Rajapaksa family.
Leo, can you not show your legs? It's disgusting.
Yeah, Leo, can you show everyone what the fuck happened to your leg?
Okay, this is Leo's injury segment. If you are listening to us on the podcast, you need to see this on video.
Well, you can just describe it.
Okay, I'll describe. So Leo's wearing. Oh god. Okay, so right now Leo has his leg up on the table,
and you know one of those
necrotic...
Spanish hams that you get, the Iberico ham.
Actually, it's like a ham on.
If someone has taken a blowtorch to it, it's basically that.
But also, Leo's come out the house wearing black socks, black Nike trainers, Puma sports shorts, and a tie top or tie. It's an eclectic look.
It's the look of clouds or lions.
It's the look of a faithfully married man who doesn't want to have sex with another woman.
Listen. I do want to have sex with other women. I've successfully chatted up women wearing this. Because they look at it and they say, well, this guy must have something going for him. Yeah. If he's got the confidence to come and chat me up.
I actually shagged Batman as well.
I think...
yeah. Spunk Brothers with Batman.
Elon Musk, speaking of people who look like shit...
wow, you look like shit when Mooch is saying you look like shit.
We all do. We all do in our own specific way.
Yeah, but isn't Elon Musk old?
Elon Musk looks great now, man. You should Google Elon Musk young. So Elon Musk started PayPal.
Right, yeah.
That's how he made his money. So Elon Musk, when he was young, he was fucking proper, but he had a proper good hair transplant. He didn't go to fucking Turkey. He went to Harley Street, man.
But he might need to do a bit more. Because...
He looks like Elliot Page. Like a fat Elliot Page.
He's a billionaire, though.
Yeah. But
who would you rather have sex with? Just purely based on looks, Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk?
Darius, why are you obsessed with having sex with male celebrities?
You don't know if they're male. They haven't identified self-identity.
They have.
Have they?
Elon Musk has.
Because they're billionaires then?
Yeah.
I think I'd have sex with Jeff Bezos.
Why?
I think he looks better than Elon Musk.
I'd have sex with Elon Musk.
Who would you have sex with, Mooch?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is the ugliest of them all.
Yeah,
not just because of his...
But, be a pity fuck. And also, he has all the food, and I'm fat.
I think Jeff and Elon could get you a hamburger, no problem.
I want to see what... I'm trying to just get up the images of Bill Gates topless.
Can we watch the video of Rachel Levine? Actually, did you finish telling us your Sri Lanka thing?
Yeah, I kind of finished it.
Yeah, Mooch.
But also, it's the same. You're going to see this happening more and more and more.
It's in the Netherlands as well.
Yeah, so in Sri Lanka, the
Germany,
Rajapaksa family basically said, we're going to be the first nation to just create organic food. and not really thinking about, or probably thinking about and calculating, because they've been told by the higher ups, this is how you're going to do it.
Yeah.
World Economic Forum.
We're not going to be able to produce enough food. The crop yields are not going to be anywhere near as much. We're going to have to maybe step this into, rather than just having a blanket decision and fucking the farmers who have got overheads where they.
This is the thing, and it's so inherently classist because people don't seem to realize. 70 years ago, 50 years ago, the price of protein, like chicken, eggs, shit like that, was really expensive compared to your income, and now it's dropped so much. So the median income is like 31 grand in the UK, and you can buy a chicken. You can buy a cheap chicken for just like a few quid, like 4 quid, something like that. And so protein is so much more accessible, and it's so people are getting if you want, you can afford adequate nutrition like really cheaply compared to ages ago. But now that they're trying to there's this push for green, for net zero, so you don't use the fertilizers. There's this push for organic. Man, all that stuff means that food's going to get so much more expensive, and then protein and nutrition is going to get pushed out of the price range of working class people.
You will own nothing, and you will be happy.
Man.
You will eat the fucking cockroaches in your house, and you will be thankful for it.
Your children will get raped by a grooming gang, and you won't even.
You can't say.
You won't even.
You triggered
You
everyone.
won't even be able to fucking buy a chicken to feel better at the end of it.
Look, it's a bit fucked, and it's very short-sighted. But I also think it's kind of. I don't think anyone could be this stupid.
What do you mean?
You've been on this podcast for a while.
Yeah, I know.
You don't think people can be this stupid?
I thought people could hear the conversation.
Daddy's just in a conversation with someone that he thought wasn't listening.
Because they didn't have headphones.
She didn't have headphones on. How can she hear? How can she hear? How the boats float? We don't know. Made it still.
Displacement.
Okay, look, should we have a look at the 3 billionaires topless? So this is...
Oh, what the fuck? That's a horror movie. That can't be Bill Gates.
That's
not real.
That's Bill Gates.
That's not real.
And each of those represent a head of state that he's about to...
And come on, that can't be like...
That's not Bill Gates.
Kind of like photos of Bill Gates taken on a fucking Game Boy.
Look at Jeff Bezos.
Jeff,
baby. That's what my Amazon Prime money's going to.
He said
He's in his Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Tremble. Fuck you, Elon. Give me back that Jeff. Look at Jeff Bezos. It's hot. Give me that Tremble.
Elliot Page in 15 years.
Go back to the picture you just did. There was someone who looked. Who's that in the top right there?
Jeff Bezos.
Is that Jeff Bezos?
No, that's Vin Diesel.
No, that's Jeff Bezos.
Oh, right. It's Jeff Bezos.
Damn, Fucking Bezos looks good, man.
Jeff Bezos could be the new Vin Diesel, the Fast and the Furious.
So Jeff Bezos is clearly on TRT. Oh, should I start taking TRT, testosterone replacement
The fast and the wealthy.
But do you have low T? I'm assuming by the voice. Yeah.
Fuck you. I actually did a test, and I have average testosterone.
I did the test as well, and I've got above average. And they said I wanted to get roided up over lockdown.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just go to a backstreet guy and I went, okay, cool, I'll just do this properly. And I had to send off a blood sample and went, you've got more than enough, and you're not going to need it ever. And I was like,
what was your?
What did they say? You're just lazy. You need to work out more.
I'll just
Did you have to do that? Did you have to do the blood test where you prick it and then you try it, and it's so different? So if you do a testosterone test in the UK, you have to like prick your thing and like your finger and try and spill it into the thing, but it never works. In the end, you just end up cutting it with a knife, slicing because you can't get the blood out of your finger.
Is that because you got such low testosterone you can't break your skin?
The thing is, he might not.
Prick.
No, you get it with the prick. It's a prick, but it comes out one drop at a time.
You're
it's
a
not
prick.
enough. You're a prick. It doesn't come out enough. But you need to check what type of testosterone that is, because in the UK they do like all-encompassing testosterone, but it's actually a certain type of testosterone.
Well, what testosterone?
Well, I don't fucking steroids
You're
are
the
great.
testosterone expert.
No, that's TRT. I like steroids. Or SARMs. SARMs are like new steroids.
Yeah, what's SARMs? How do you get
SARMs are
SARMs?
selective androgen receptive modulators, and you can buy them. They're like tablets, and they have minimal they have less side effects than actual steroids. Fewer side effects because they go directly to like your muscles, and they have fewer side effects. And there's one called they've got a really mental name called, I think it's called Ostarine 195 or something, and that really helps with injuries and shit. It's really good, but you will probably
because that's the thing. Apparently, if you go on steroids, then your body recovers super quick from working out and stuff, which is something I noticed. Like when I get like DOMS or whatever, like delayed onset muscle soreness, it's like sore. Mooch, what are you looking at?
Yeah,
it's like
Mooch,
doing a
trying to find
like
the
doing a show in
email
NICO.
I was trying to find the email thread.
What? How much low testosterone?
Man, I'm really missing Nico in this one. Like, he's normally like turns up about now, sits on his phone for a bit, and then leaves in a mad panic because he's on mushrooms.
Well, he's currently in Barbados having the time of his life.
Show that photo.
Yeah, can we share that photo of Nico on holiday with the heads of kittens behind him, all the ones that have crossed him? Hello, Nico. Yeah. What else was on the list of things?
Built a house out of kitten bones.
What else was on the things that we wanted to talk about today?
So the video of Rachel Levine.
So Rachel,
she was in Friends.
Rachel, and she's also the Minister for Health.
Is it health? No, is it in the army?
But why is she talking about? But why is she talking about? Or why are they talking about?
She.
Is it she? Why is Rachel talking about the?
Oh yeah, wanting to get kids on.
Yeah, if she's the general.
I know. I think she was a general. Now she's something else.
She's the health minister, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, what did you want to say about it, Leo?
Well, there's a video.
Yeah, but
One
Mooch's
supportive
fucking low testosterone is making him
Open the
struggle.
video and play it.
We're trying.
Man, if you do support us on Patreon, I swear to God, we'll get good internet.
I don't know why it's happened to.
Is this internet or is this the shitness of the laptop?
I think this is the internet today.
Do you want to tether to my phone?
I've switched network providers if anyone's interested.
Oh, tell us this story, Darius.
I moved from
brilliant.
3, which was £42 a month.
What? Why were you on £42?
Because I was paying off the phone. So now I'm on Voxy, which is a subsidiary of Vodafone. 30 gigabytes data, unlimited minutes.
I get unlimited.
Unlimited text. All social media streaming services free. £10 a month.
£10 a month?
Vodafone and 5G.
And you can use it across Europe?
You can use it free EU roaming.
No, see, the thing is, so this is a subsidiary. This is a reseller of Vodafone.
Yeah,
so
but it says Vodafone on my phone.
Yeah. But like when you, so with all the like giffgaff, Tesco Mobile and stuff, so the people who own the networks like Vodafone and 3, their customers get priority. So if the network gets jammed up, gets gunked up, their customers get priority, and the resold data and bandwidth gets restricted.
Well, 3 was shit, so.
And you're finding it's better now.
Well, I've only been on it since this afternoon, so I can't really comment on whether Voxy are the way to go. Voxy, they're called, and they changed my number. It took about a day to change my number, so my number's the same. But for a little period of time, I was uncontactable.
Well, I can get onto the Voxy website, but I can't get onto.
Man, you're meant to be fucking doing the Rachel Levine website.
Yeah, the link is right there. What happens if you just click on it?
We've once again run out of steam.
Do we need to speak to Thor Holt to turn this SME around?
I mean, look, I'm clicking on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now is Assistant Health Secretary Dr. and Admiral Rachel Levine. Admiral Levine, thank you very much for being with us. First of all,
pause it.
What the fuck is this?
When can we expect
Just click on the link.
It looks a little bit like an old Francis Foster. Sorry, Francis.
And for some reason, I came out looking Jewish.
They're in America right now, trigonometry.
Yeah, they're smashing it, man. They're doing. Yeah. I saw Constantine the other day. Constantine.
He's booked in to do the Free Speech podcast.
And he's got a book out, which apparently is amazing. Got 5 stars from Douglas Murray. Douglas Murray is like.
That's like when isn't that like when you paid someone to do reviews on the website for our Edinburgh shows? Remember when you?
No, we did our own reviews.
When we gave ourselves 5 stars.
Yeah, we gave ourselves 5 stars. No, this is Douglas Murray. Douglas Murray is probably our greatest contemporary thinker. Even greater than Darius.
He is gay though.
Yeah, he's also super buff. He's on the Jeff Bezos plan.
Yeah, he's on the Jeff Bezos plan.
So he's super buff, and he gave Constantine's book 5 stars, An Immigrant's Love Letter to the West. Because the West seems to be just destroying itself now. You know what I mean? Like, I can just feel it's in decline.
Well, Constantine's coming on the podcast in September, so we can discuss this with him. We can have a somewhat serious debate.
Yeah.
And I'll ask him how fast his internet speed is.
And I'm doing trigonometry live at the Edinburgh Fringe on the 7th of August. But in the WhatsApp group, there's a link to the Rachel Levine
I can't get onto the fucking WhatsApp because.
Why don't you just tell us what happened in the Rachel group?
Well, I tell you what, I can play it through the. I can
play the thing, and then we won't get caught.
I'll play it through the thing. Here we go. So here we go.
Empower these youth not base our treatment and to affirm and to support and empower these youth, not to limit their participation in activities and sports, and even limit their ability to get gender affirmation treatment in their state.
So basically, that's Rachel Levine, who was in When Harry Met Sally. No, who is Rachel Levine? You're right.
Levine.
Assistant Secretary for Health, Rachel Levine. I thought she was in the army because she wears all the medals and stuff.
I think she might have been, but she's moved.
Actually, I thought. So it's got like the little strip of all the medal ribbons. I think that's actually just the pride flag in a really like narrow,
deconstructed,
in block form. But
in binary, ironically.
That's racist.
But so she's saying like we need to empower children to have access to gender treatment. So like puberty blockers. It's like the opposite of TRT. Puberty blockers, hormones, and surgery.
We're the same people, just on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But
I want more hormones. No, I want less hormones.
You know what it is though?
Well, the thing is, they're
if we
trying
could
to
have their hormones.
No, they're trying to wipe out. It's almost like they're trying to wipe out gay people. This is the thing that I've heard. Like gay friends have said, if you're now like these days, if you're a teenager and you're gay, so like gay men are often effeminate.
Yeah.
And so people say the school council will be like, well, maybe you're transgender, and sort of funnel them towards the sort of transgender treatment instead of just letting them be a gay man.
No, I kind of get it. I understand what you're saying, because if you subject people to options, then they're going to choose one of those options. Like if you go, okay, cool. Do you want to be a policeman? Do you want to be a cowboy? Do you want to be a fucking whatever? Oh yeah, that's what I want to be when I grow up. Because that's what you kind of.
Is all this based on the YMCA?
A builder, an Indian, a he/she. And you kind of you get sort of coerced, but like not even maliciously. I'm not saying this is maliciously done, but like it's kind of okay, cool. These are the options. Maybe this is what I am, and it's what you end up thinking you are, which is fine. But when you have when you take hormones or do fairly irreversible surgery, maybe you don't. Be a cowboy
cutting your dick off is pretty irreversible.
I don't know.
Nobody's grown a new dick like a fucking starfish.
Like a lizard.
Yeah.
Got a new dick.
Yeah, got a new.
Yeah, but
got a new dick with tentacles on it.
You know what Listen, I consider myself your body, your choice, right? On everything. So I think, fuck it, man. It's not my body. You want to cut? Go ahead. They should be informed.
I kind of agree with
Let
that.
them do
but not if it's kids.
But here's the thing.
That's the thing. Just leave kids out of it.
Well, I think that, but I'm not the parent. Listen, if I'm the parent, I'm going to make choices over my kids, right? If those parents want to make those choices for their kids and they've been informed, they think... Let them, and then if they suffer the repercussions down the line, they suffer the repercussions.
This is the thing. If it's kind of being taught to them in schools and stuff, the way you're
Listen, I agree with you. I'm 100%. But the only way this is going to finish or end as whatever you want is if it plays out. So let them do what they want. Let women have trans women in sport. I
don't think women want that.
Well, this is the thing. Some women do. So let them see when trans women start dominating all the sports, just as the fucking killing everything.
Because men are just better at everything. We're even better at being women.
And
look at that. What's Caitlyn Jenner, Woman of the Year? First year being a woman.
But the point
Amazing.
is, let them.
Same with Leah Thomas.
It's not your body.
Dominating being a woman.
It's not your body. It's not like, let them do what they want. I personally, morally, for me, I wouldn't want it for my child, but I would take care of my child.
The thing is, people are stupid, especially like the sort of left wing, like Guardian readers.
But why do you care?
Because these kids are vulnerable.
So
like it's like saying, would you let these kids be in like some sort of child safe?
Here's the thing,
or being malnourished or whatever. No, that's fucking horrible for the kids. They've got to have a chance.
I had a conversation with my friend Louis, big Muslim dude, and I was like, man, I can't believe in Saudi Arabia.
A man who will never have children.
Yeah, he won't. But the point is, I was like, why don't we just go in because they're like abusing the women in Saudi Arabia and we're doing this and this, and he's like, man, what's it got to do with you? I was like, what? He's like, why do you fucking let them do what they want to do?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like. I hated it when they told me
as long as they can't bring it here.
But here's
you know
the
what I
thing,
mean? Now we've got 150,000 cases of female genital mutilation. It's like, man, just keep that shit.
They're called trans.
Keep that shit, yeah. And now we're developing our own ones. It's like, man, just keep that shit. And if you've got some sort of fucked up country, I'm really sorry for you. Why don't you try making that country better instead of bringing it to this country?
But my point is, right? I think, and this is like, I understand. Don't get me wrong. When I see like, oh, kids are being transitioned, I think this is wrong. They're young. But it's not for us to make that decision. It's them and their parents. If those parents fuck up, we just have to wait. It's going to come out 10 years down the line. You've got to be responsible for your own choice. Should they be groomed and educated at school? I don't think so, no. But if I think for me, just talking about this now, and maybe possibly for our listeners and probably for everyone's just bored about this. I was on Free Speech Nation and it came up.
People aren't fucking bored about you, fucking retard. Because you get bored in 5 minutes. You think everybody's bored about it.
Yeah, I've got ADHD.
Yeah. What, you think, oh, people are bored of it? No, they're not fucking bored about it. People are very fucking concerned about this shit.
They are concerned about it. And I'm agreeing with you. We're all in agreement. I don't think it's right. But at the end of the day, let them do what they want to do, and then we'll see what the repercussions are.
Here's where
they're coming through already. Like, there's already people suing the NHS. So my taxes.
But here's my plan.
No, but listen, my taxes pay for them to have their fucking dicks cut off or whatever, their tits cut off, and then they come back 5 years later. Oh, I was giving the wrong advice.
But you haven't. Let me finish.
Sue, and then my taxes pay
But let
again.
me finish. This is how the only thing. So I agree with you 100%. This is the only thing I would say. If you want to get transition on the NHS, right? And puberty blockers and you're underage, this is how it should be. You should be given all of the information. You should be able to make an educated decision.
What, age 9?
Hold on, with your parents, with your guardians. And the only thing that should be said is, there is no coming back. We will not support you in any way to detransition. You will sign off all waivers to be sued. If you continue on your you need hormones, so they can't sue.
But if they're changing to become a woman, they always change their mind.
And Darius, you're looking at this like it's an ideal. No, but you're looking at this like a utopian scenario. Like there's never going to be an organization with people in it. The organization is badly organized, like the Catholic Church, and there's bad actors in it. So, people who have bad intent or the wrong intent or are misinformed. So these people are getting the advice from like the Tavistock Centre or whatever, and they're transitioning based on that advice. Yeah. But it's not always good advice.
No, I understand that. But I don't listen. Frankly, I don't give a fuck.
So you can't say like, oh, you can, because that's what they're doing. They're already doing that.
It's not them. It's their guard. So what I'm saying is, their guardians get all the advice, good or bad. But hold on. But they've got the same advice as you and I, right?
No, they don't. They've got these.
They don't have access to the internet.
No, dude. Like they don't just get told, okay, go and fucking spend the weekend on the internet.
Some of them are taking homemade hormones at home. I'm not supporting all I'm saying is, go ahead and transition. Yeah. You face the repercussions yourself. Yeah. No suing, no coming back. We're not going to help you detransition. Yeah. You want to detransition, you pay for it. Yeah. And then what's the fucking to complain?
Actually, not even you pay for it. Fucking Elliot Page, all these celebrities, they can pay for it. All these ones that are like banging the drum. It's like with immigration, like with grooming gangs. I think everyone who's abused by a grooming gang gets fucking £10 million from Emma Thompson.
I don't think she has that kind of money.
Well, she should have thought about that before she's like, oh my God, we need to bring everyone here. Oh my God, we need to fill.
She needs to get another job.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't live in the country, but we need to fill it.
My thoughts on this are this, is that I think a lot of people all share the same opinion, but we're getting sort of the extremes on both sides. I was watching this a clip called The Common Ground.
Me and Darius are reasonable and in the middle.
where a guy was talking. He went to one of these Roe versus Wade protests, and
I saw that.
Yeah, and he had a chat with them, and he goes, "I'm pro-life," or blah blah blah. And they went, "Cool. Where do you think?" Where should the cutoff
point be? They were like, so he was sort of anti-abortion on the anti-abortion side, and they were on the pro.
Yeah, and they said, okay, cool. At sort of 4 weeks or something.
One of them said 10 weeks. One of them said 6 weeks. Something like you see the different stages of fetal development.
When do you think? And he was like, well, I think, and it's just kind of like just showing you what the
and they both actually agreed. In fact, the pro-abortion people chose an earlier stage to make an earlier time in the pregnancy to make abortion illegal than the fucking pro-life guy. It's mad because like you see the different stages and it's like, oh wait a minute, no, okay, so his organs have developed.
But this is the point
so
that I'm making.
It shouldn't be allowed.
This is the point that I'm making, and I think a lot of people are pretty much on the same sort of opinion with the trans thing. Let people do what they want to do. We have no problem with that, and it's kind of like
if it's kids, it's different.
No. Yeah, let people do what they want to do, because I don't think everyone is thinking kids age 6 or 7 should be able to do this. I don't think that's what.
That is kind of what they're pushing.
Every
single Guardian reader and every Labour voter.
I just want to say, we all follow Susie Kennedy on Twitter. So thanks for sharing that video, Susie. That's
That's
where we all saw it from.
Exactly
Shout out to Susie Kennedy, our favourite Marilyn Monroe impersonator. I think, listen, it's not that,
But it's the same thing with the drag queen thing as well. So like my thoughts on it were, okay, fine, if it's a drag show that's suitable for kids, and you just assume people are not insane. And the majority of these drag shows, I'm assuming, are probably not insane.
Some of them are.
Some of them are. Yeah. Some of them are, and they're the ones you get seen. It's like, this is crazy. So you assume that all of these shows are drag shows.
No, but you don't like
I go
any
to
of them.
So you go
kind
to
of any of them.
You go to the Bring Your Own Baby comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that.
You've done that. So like, so you'd say that's fine. Do you know what I mean? Because these kids are so young, they don't even know what's going on. You can say what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with drag there. It's kind of like, okay, cool. This is a 6-month-old kid.
This is for kids.
No. But this is what I'm saying. So like some things like that, there's grey areas.
Like
where
the Bring Your Own Baby comedy shows are for the grown-ups.
Yes.
Because the kids are too. Like if the kid was 6, you couldn't do it.
Yes. But this is the same thing. So that's what was going through my head when I was thinking these drag shows.
Oh no, this is
then you see
deliberate agenda to sort of indoctrinate children into this.
But this is what I'm saying. That like the waters are muddied so much, then you just kind of assume, because you're a decent human being, that they're not saying, okay, cool, spread your legs, children.
Yeah, you can. And even that spread your legs, children joke, man, I support it. It was a funny joke and stuff, but it's like, man, that would have been a funny joke if they were doing an adult show afterwards about doing the thing for kids. And like to do it in front of the kids, man, it's just leave the fucking kids out of it. Why do you want to do a drag show in front of kids?
Yeah. Anyway, I feel we're repeating back to the same point. But all I wanted to say was that I think a lot of people are of the same opinion. Your voice of reason is suppressed because you don't want to stick your neck out.
Yeah.
In a PTA meeting or whatever, and you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And you kind of assume, okay, cool.
But this is why, in America right now, at least, they're all saying homeschool your children. And I think also a lot of it, parents have to we're all parents. Well, you're not yet, but you will be soon.
Yeah.
We all have to take responsibility for what our children media they're consuming, what they're being educated at, and what they're doing. Because what's happened is for years, you thought, I was educated like this, my kids will be educated like that. And then slowly we've just kind of let that off for convenience, for ease. And then because of that, people have come in and went, you know what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start that. And they've started being, we need to, and it's the same thing when I said kids shouldn't have access to phone. Like they're under your auspices, you should know what your kid's doing when they're doing it. And I think parents as a whole need to take more responsibility, and I think they are taking more responsibility for what's going on, especially in America where this stuff is more prevalent.
You know what's funny? I was in a.
But last point, and I promise to let you speak. The amazing thing is about all the kids transitioning, especially in America, is they all come from California, and New York. No one in Oregon or fucking Ohio, none of those 14-year-olds like, I want to transition. But somehow in fucking liberal hippie San Francisco and California, like, I want to transition. Because
it's a middle-class status symbol, and it's a social contagion.
Yeah,
it's a fad. It's like eating disorders go through a school with used because now it used to be.
That's why I want to see the world burn, man. Let them fucking all die. And fucking commit suicide.
It used to be male. It used to be male.
Because they're all gonna start fucking killing themselves.
It used to be male to female transition, and that was the predominant transition. And now 75% female to male, because it's become, girls just get these ideas and they go around. Women are really follow trends because they're weak-minded. They're not.
I saw what was going on there. I was like, what's he going to say? He's doubling down.
Basically,
all the witch hunts, all religion, you'd think all these religions that people are so patriarchal. It's fucking women making men go to church. Men don't want to go to church.
If you're watching this on YouTube,
that's true.
Look at the clock, because from about 1748, this is going to cut to 1752. And if you want to see what we said, you better fucking pay for the Patreon. Because we're cutting 1748 to 1752 on the clock.
What was the thing I was going to say?
Which makes it easier for cuts now.
What the fuck was I going to say?
I don't know. What else is on the thing? I'm bored about it.
Man, I was going to stop saying your fucking bored of stuff.
How long have we done?
You can't say you're bored of your own fucking podcast.
Have we said everything we've wanted to say?
No, we've had one link. We've had one fucking link.
All right, what else have we got to say? Listen, like and subscribe. We promise you.
No. Listen, this has been a teaser. We're gonna go drink some more alcohol, maybe snort some more gash bombs, maybe shelf a pill, and then we're gonna come back here and we're gonna talk about our emotions. We're gonna talk about what's going on in our lives. We're gonna talk about what happened at Mooch's wedding.
I don't have any emotions.
Mooch's wedding and a Snyder Cut.
And the Snyder Cut.
We're going to talk about the Snyder Cut. We're going to talk about Crack House Comedy in Kuala Lumpur getting shut down by Islamists.
And also, thank you to everyone who sort of wished me well. It was quite touching, actually. Dr.
Overteen von Football.
Yeah, thank you for your speech at the wedding. It was great.
Threatening text Twitter. I've got my suit, a gimp suit. What else did he? It was a really funny tweet.
Location check, outfit check, lube check. I'll see you Saturday.
We've got some funny people there.
No, you know what? He's grown on me like a fungus. He's. I thought. Well, I still do. I'm scared of him.
I like him.
But he is quite funny.
All right, are we going?
Yeah.
All right, listen. Thank you so much again for listening. Please, even if you don't listen to support us on the Patreon, like and subscribe. We've been number 3 on the UK stand-up chart. We want to get to number 1.
Who's number 2 and 1?
You know, like Dead Man Talking.
Oh, yeah.
Dead Man Talking are number 2, and sometimes it's Nigel Ung, and sometimes it's some random Americans. I've forgotten the name. Please like and subscribe. Share this with a friend. Share this with an enemy. Fucking download it on multiple devices. Whatever. Just to help us get to number 1.
Share it with a lawyer.
And also email Thor Holt.
Email Thor Holt.
Email Thor Holt.
Just LARP as a SME.
Just say.
I run an SME. We're lacking £20.4 million of new contracts. Can you give us advice?
Send him
and
a
then
friend
Thor
request.
will give us money.
Also, go buy tickets to my show in Edinburgh. Darius Davies, the NDA show, 9:30. Maggie's Chamber in Edinburgh. And Hating Live.
Because Darius grew some balls and decided to do the show about getting sued. For joke
it's coming.
In fact, you're getting sued for defamation. Somebody stole your joke. You said, you stole my joke. And then you got sued.
Yeah, I got
it's
in the high court.
Mad.
In the
Absolutely
high
fucking mad.
Court. So come and see that show, 9:30. Buy tickets to that. They're now available on sale on edfringe.com.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.